Welcome to Optical Debates. My name is Theodor.
I'm Andras.
And today we are going to talk about a really special series of Leica binoculars called Duovid. So Andras, please tell me a little bit more about why and what makes this series of binoculars so special.
So it's not every day that we have the pleasure of talking about zoom binoculars because they're quite rare on the market even today.
True. And most of them are rubbish.
Yeah, most of them are rubbish, but this doesn't apply to Duovid. We'll get to that later. Duovid is one of the series of binoculars made by Leica. It was introduced in 2001, I think, or somewhere around that time. And now we're in 2019, and you can see that it's still on the market. So that can tell you a little bit about its quality.
And still really competitive, because when you look through it, it's like, wow. For the variable magnification binoculars, it's really like, wow.
Yes, because
see it.
We have some other variable magnification binoculars. We tested some, and with them it's really difficult not to get eye fatigue after even seconds of use, because it's difficult for the eyes to, I don't know.
Usually the optical performance is not really good, but with Duovid, this is completely false. The optical performance here is really worthy of the Leica badge and Leica name. So if you tell me a little bit more about which models are in this series.
There are two models here. So we have the 8+12 by 42. 8+12 means
8 or 12.
Yeah. So on some pages it's referred to 8+ or 8 and. Then we also have the 10+15 by 50. So 10 and 15 by 50 because it's Duovid. That's why.
Always have two
magnifications.
Yeah. Even though I noticed when I was using it that if you're really precise and you're setting both of these two magnifications on those two rings precisely, you can also use them on intermediate.
Yes, you can also use them on intermediate settings, but the quality of the picture will not be as high as on 8 or 12. And the diopter, you can only set it at 8 or 12. This is the only place where you can pull out this ring. If you, for example, set it, I don't know, to, let's say, around 9,
you're not able
ring
to set
is
it
locked.
After, right?
And this is why 8 and 12, you will only benefit from maximum diopter quality on these magnifications.
Yeah, when you see, and also the focus, you adjust only slightly when you change the magnification from 8 to 12.
Yes, so if you set it at 8, then adjust the focus, and if you then move to 12, you will only have to make slight adjustments. It's really precise.
Well, when you're using these binoculars for a couple of minutes, you see, like when you're changing the magnification, the whole diopter setting also changes and so on. They're really a masterpiece of engineering. It's really. I also understand why Leica is the only manufacturer that produces variable magnification binoculars, because it's so hard.
Yeah.
So
these are basically without competition in the premium segment, and I just think that nobody would like to tackle Leica here in this premium segment with zoom binoculars.
Yeah, we have to also be honest that they don't sell in huge numbers because they're really expensive, and a lot of people are just used to the fixed power binoculars. Also, fixed power binoculars, they are maybe a little bit better still
in terms
optically.
of quality, optical, yeah, of course.
So if we go a little bit through the general features. So the form factor is normal, so it's
typical Leica binoculars.
Prisms, typical Leica binoculars. What kind of prisms are used inside?
Schmid and Pecken.
Schmid and Pecken,
so
normal.
Classic roof prisms.
Where are they made?
They're made in Germany, not in Portugal, but in Germany.
So in Wetzlar?
In Wetzlar, in the cradle of optical industry.
Yeah. So what about size and weight? They're a little bit bigger than most of the 8x42 binoculars.
Yeah, this is because the eyepieces are bigger than on typical standard 42mm objective binoculars, and they add a little bit to the length of the binoculars. The weight is I would say one of the disadvantages here. They weigh over a kilo. They weigh 1,030 grams, and the other model weighs 1,220 grams, 250 grams.
So if you look at the same form factor, the form factor is the same like with all other binoculars. The size is more or less very similar. If you look at, size Victory SF, it's even a little bit higher. And the the normal EL from Swarovski is also a little bit higher. But the only thing what is really different compared to the normal binoculars is the weight.
Yeah.
They weigh more.
But we have to point out here one thing. They're still lighter than having two 42mm objective lens binoculars on.
Yeah,
so if you carry this in your backpack, it's still lighter.
Or imagine if you carry this around your neck, or if you carry two pair of binoculars behind around your neck.
So this is something you have to keep in mind.
True, true. Okay, so the materials used, I think it's the housing is made out of magnesium.
I'm not sure. I think it's made out of aluminum.
Still.
Oh, yeah, really? It's not made out of magnesium. At least it's not specified in the instruction manual. I think it says here in the instruction manual that it's made out of aluminum.
Okay, so I was wrong. Okay, if we go there.
Die-cast.
Yeah, die-cast aluminum. Yeah. So they're filled with nitrogen.
They're filled with nitrogen.
They're waterproof.
They're waterproof. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they can also be used in temperature as low as minus 25 degrees Celsius, which gives you some insight to how well they're made.
Okay. They have a central bridge, which is a little bit longer due to the whole system for manipulation of magnification, so they are not as handy as binoculars with an open bridge design.
Of course.
So it's really hard to use them.
It's a single hinge design, so
so it's a little bit hard to use them with one hand. Even though I would say that focusing is on the perfect place.
On the perfect place. Even
much better than another like binoculars.
Because people with smaller hands have problem for Duovid.
Yeah, Duovid is the biggest problem how to focus.
For some, it's difficult to reach the button. Yeah.
Okay. What about optical performance?
Well, optical performance, I would have to point out that when we tested these, we were amazed at how good, because we're not used to high quality with zoom binoculars. We were used to lower quality. With Duovid, we didn't have that.
Honestly speaking, we expected less from it, because honestly speaking, nobody from the premium top class of binoculars manufacturers is producing variable magnification binoculars. So we had mixed feelings when we got them regarding the optical performance. And what we noticed, on 12, they're superb. They're really, really good. Also, the field of view as well, it's good and everything. On 8-time magnification, the only real disadvantage is the smaller field of view.
Yeah, it is 118 meters on 1000 meters, which is
a little bit less than top class.
Yeah, not in the premium segment anymore. Yeah. But on the 12 times magnification, it's 90 meters, which is not all that bad.
No, on 12-time magnification, it's competitive. 118 on 8-time magnification is a little bit less, but the optical performance itself in that available field of view is really good.
It's really good.
They're sharp. The chromatic aberration is not that noticeable. They're also bright, even though we have to understand that in low light situations, the binoculars without the variable magnification will perform better. But still, I would say for daytime use and for someone who really wishes to use 8-time magnification for observation from hand and so on, and then to see the details on 12, it's the perfect choice. Okay, if we go, what is the price point of both of these two?
Price point is that this smaller model is 2,200 euros, and the bigger model is a little bit more expensive. So here you have to keep in mind if you really can benefit from 2 magnifications, because if you cannot, if you would rather have 8 times magnification only, or if you will mostly use that magnification, you can pay additional 100, 150 euros and get an Octavit. So this is something you have to keep in mind here when doing the selection.
The warranty?
I think it's 10 years.
10 years. The service is in Germany, in Wetzlar. Okay, so if we go, the plus points we already mentioned, 2 binoculars in one.
Yeah.
Two different magnifications, really decent optical performance, and I would say outstanding build quality.
And what we also must mention here is the accessories. With Leica, it's not only about owning the binoculars, it's all the whole package, the unboxing, the whole history, and this genuine leather bag is really a nice addition.
It's really nice. It's like you feel high quality leather. It's a nice touch. Okay, these are all the positive. What it could have been done better: the field of view on 8 times magnification. The weight is a little bit heavier than
but this is
normal.
Because of the mechanism used.
Yeah, and also, to be honest, when using it with glasses, they are not as comfortable as normal binoculars because the eye relief is a little bit shorter than with standard
Yes, this is what you notice, right?
Yeah.
But altogether, we do have 4 positions of the eye cups. And what else is here? It's really easy to remove the and clean. Yeah, you just have to put it in the furthermost position and turn it clockwise and pull gently, and it's on. So it's really simple.
And again, you're able to see high quality engineering. So I think we covered most of the things. Check our other videos to get more useful information, and please subscribe.
See you next time.
See you in the next video. Bye.